Good morning. Welcome back to Wellness Wednesday. I'm Dr. Jean-Paul Amonte, bringing you every single Wednesday morning, 7:15 a.m. live. Fresh, healthy, holistic tips from the Cayce reading. So as you can see here, I'm just finishing recovering from having a little stye in my eye. Oh my, oh my. So Spuds to the rescue. Let me show you something cool. So throughout the readings and recommendations, potatoes and spuds were used in a variety of different ways. So for all of you potato lovers out there, this one's definitely for you. So if you take just a typical russet potato or an old Irish potato, as the reading notes would say, the skins are packed full of vitamins, minerals, and nutrients. And so oftentimes to support the thyroid gland and other organs of the body, also too is recommended for graying hair, is to use the skin of the potatoes. So for those of you who like to make potato skins, or you can make potato peel soup, etc. Very, very good for the body. Also too, it was recommended for stomach problems to get fresh enzymes to help you digest your food. You can also juice a potato. Now, I've only done this once, and for those of you potato juicers out there, you probably know basically it tastes like you're drinking a potato. It's very starchy and pulpy. But again, the enzymes, the things inside the skins are very good. But one of the recommendations was to use the potato poultice for styes in the eye, or really any inflamed, tired, or sore eyes. So check this out. So when you're doing a potato poultice, remember any kind of poultice is basically using the plant or the raw material. You're kind of chopping it up and applying it externally to the body. So there was a grape poultice, there's mullein poultices, and certainly today for the eyes, it's the potato poultice. The eyes have it. So here's what I do. I basically cut the potato in about 8. So about this small is enough to make a poultice for one eye. And so you're going to get your graters out, and the one that I use when I grate them is the second to the smallest one. So here would be the smallest one, and so I typically use this one. So if you can see, I've already grated up about one of these size potatoes, so you're basically getting all the pulp into a piece of gauze or cheesecloth. So I just cut a basic square section of cheesecloth. I grate the potato on there, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bunch it up. So I kind of make like a little sack with it, right? And so we're making a potato poultice for the eye. What I'm going to do is put together, so it's about the size of an eye, you see? Now, what I like to do is I'll take just a simple piece of cloth to kind of place on it, and this is what's going to go directly over the eye. Now you can lay down and keep the poultice on your eye until relief is felt. So when you have an inflamed or sore eyelid, it's called blepharitis. Or for example, like conjunctivitis, or again, a stye. And what a stye actually is, it's like a pimple deep within your eye. And so I usually get them after I rub my eye a lot. So I went to the beach a few days ago and I got sand and grit in my eye and I was rubbing it a lot, which really caused kind of the congestion, the backup of those pores. And I've had them before, and this has worked extremely well. And so the combination that I recommend for styes and these kind of eye issues is first put a warm compress on it. That means just taking a soft washcloth under really, really warm, almost to hot water, but don't burn yourself. And I'll put that compress on for about 10 to 20 minutes until it feels cool. And then I'll just dry the area off, and then I'll make the potato poultice. And you can keep the potato poultice on there from anywhere from like 30 to 60 minutes, or again until relief is felt. And so once you have your shredded potato skin, and again, you're just trying to get the skin of the potato. And again, the real key is to get the old Irish potatoes, and it was really emphasized not a freshly dug potato, instead an old one. And after doing this a couple times, I totally understand what the readings referred to, because freshly dug ones, the skins are a little different. And so if you're shopping for a potato to do your poultice with, I want you to find the oldest potato in there that probably is unwanted or unneeded. And what you'll find is the older ones, the skins are a little bit drier. And as they kind of become a little bit flakier, there's something about it. So when you apply it to the body, it has almost like an astringent effect, or like a desiccant, where it really helps to dry out what's going on with the skin tissue. All right, so here we go. So we're rating this potato poultice. We've shredded it. We've got it in our cheesecloth and our gauze. And essentially what I'm going to do is I'm going to place it right over the area. And then I have just a little simple little headband or a head tie that I tie it off with. So I'm going to go right over there and then tying off my potato poultice just like that. And I want to make sure it's on nice and snug, but obviously not too tight. Now clearly you can lay down and do this, but there you go. And what's really interesting is the potato juices, I'll kind of gently press it in. And so you kind of feel the juices get in there, and immediately it feels very soothing. So if you have inflamed eyes, sore, tired eyes, or a stye in your eye, try the potato poultice and Spuds come to the rescue. Now, after about an hour or so, when I take this off, what I'll typically do is I'll use a little bit of witch hazel. You can also use like any kind of weak acid, it's recommended like maybe a weak boric acid, but witch hazel works just fine. It's another nice astringent, kind of clean the area off and so forth. And if we take a holistic approach, looking at the stresses, mental attitudes, and emotions certainly associated with it, and when it first flared up a while ago, it got so swollen that I did end up getting antibiotic eye drops. And so when things happen, it's always good to use a combination of things to have that true holistic approach. So once you have your potato poultice on your eye, you can certainly rest or relax, or in my case, I like to now get my 5-year-old kid, which we might feature him in a video one day, and run around the house and play pirate. So Spuds Eye Mackenzie, hoping all of you are all right. So that's it for today. Enjoy your potatoes, use them well, and I'll see you back here next Wednesday. All right, everyone, thank you very much. Cheers.